everyone. This is Jessica Kay, and today I wanted to do a transmission around forgiveness. So I know that we have lots of energies coming in. It is going to be a very strong astrological year. The planets are aligned to help us move more into our sovereignty, to become more aware of our wounds and talk about where that wounding comes along, as well as working to heal that wounding. So there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of old structures being dissolved, and then a lot of new freedom and equality being birthed to include sovereignty. So as we talk about this, dissolving old things and moving into the new place, I wanted to share a transmission of the energy of forgiveness. Now, as a therapist, I have worked around forgiveness for many, many years. I actually held groups for a long time using a curriculum that really created a well-rounded look at what forgiveness was and allowed for open definitions of forgiveness and just really encouraged forgiveness through storytelling. And recently, a teacher of mine, Virginia, allowed me to view forgiveness through a different lens. So she said, can you set aside all of your preconceived notions around forgiveness? Can you just put them on the shelf? Any teachings that you've had about forgiveness, put them on the shelves. Any thought you've had around forgiveness, put it on the shelf. Just take all of that and put it on the shelf. Because oftentimes if we think about forgiveness, for many people, even if they're excited about it, there still is a part that's like, what does that entail? Do I have to forget? What does it mean to forgive them? And there's so much mental chatter caught up around what this word means, what we've learned about it, how we feel about it. And it actually blocks us from truly feeling the energy of what forgiveness is. So that's where I say, take all of that and just for now, just for the next few minutes, set it on the shelf. And allow me to invite you to experience the energy of forgiveness. So if we can imagine this divine, iridescent lavender liquid coming from the divine through our crown into our beingness. And what this does is it dissolves the blockages and the binds and the attachments and the cords that we have that have been built up around trauma, that have been built up around resentment and anger and hurt and abandonment. So if we can imagine that there is this energy that exists, which it does, and all we have to do is reach out to source and connect with that energy, this beautiful energy of forgiveness, imagining that it is slowly coming into our being, and as it does, it is melting away all of the things, all of the barriers, all of those emotions that have concretized inside of us, that have connected us to another person in a negative way, that have caused us to feel triggered, angry, hurt, wounding, from this life, from past lives, from our ancestors. Wherever these cords, these attachments, these barriers, or these concretizations have occurred from. And what we will allow to happen is for the angels and for Source to give us the energy that could dissolve slowly, dissolve as we are able to integrate and process all of these binds. And as we imagine this energy coming in through the crown chakra, allow it to move through your chakra systems, moving down to your third eye, to your throat, to your high heart, to your heart chakra, to your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, your root chakra. And we are going to bring it all the way down to our earth star chakra so that it can also help dissolve any areas that we need forgiveness with our ancestors and our past lives on this earth, in this planetary matrix. So we imagine that it is filling up every one of these chakras, and it is overflowing into the next chakra. And as our energy system overflows with this beautiful, dissolving, lavender iridescent energy, it flows out into our physicality, into our beingness, into the cells of our body, our organs, our bones, bone marrow, into the tissue, the muscles, even into the skin and our hair. And then it fills our aura, it fills the space around us, and we allow it through the connection to the Earth Star Chakra to fill the entire earth, surrounding the entire world in this beautiful, flowing, lavender iridescent energy that dissolves away those boundaries and those binds, those concretizations, that allows all of this to dissolve away so that we can be more open to loving the earth, to loving ourselves, to loving the beings on the earth, our galactic friends in the skies, the celestials, loving all of those beings that we've interacted with in other lives, and loving deeply our ancestors, allowing this forgiveness to permeate it all. So as we are completely surrounded inside and out in the energy of forgiveness, I want you to stop for a moment and think, how does this feel? How does my body feel? How does my spirit feel? How does my beingness feel? Being held deeply by this energy. For me, I feel supported, held, and at ease, which is not usually emotions that I would assign to forgiveness. So allow this energy source around forgiveness to permeate you, to surround you. And when you are ready, when you feel like, for this moment, I am complete in my surrender to the energy of forgiveness, come back to your body, come back to the room, come back to your awareness. And I encourage you, as you're coming back, to remember what this feels like, this energy of forgiveness. To know that you have the power and the ability to feel into the energy of forgiveness on a daily basis. And I encourage you to do so. I encourage you to find time to feel into the energy of forgiveness every single day. Whenever you run into somebody and you might have a constriction, to feel into that energy of forgiveness and love in that moment. And see how that energy moves through you. And see how it shifts you. And over time, see how this differs from everything that you have been taught about forgiveness. everything that you have learned about forgiveness. And feel free at any time if you want to go back to the shelf and pull all of those teachings and everything you knew about forgiveness. You can take it back. You can have it back. You can experience it back. And now you have something new in your awareness to compare the energy of forgiveness compared to what I've experienced before of forgiveness and compared to what I've been told or taught forgiveness was. So allow all of these things to float around in your mind and allow it to shift your awareness. And maybe this doesn't change anything, and that's okay too. But I ask, check in and see, where am I at now with my opinion, my feelings, my experience of forgiveness? And let me know if this was useful to you. Drop me a comment, like, subscribe. I'd love to hear your experience. You all have a wonderful day and lots of love.